CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code
Guys, the chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we have your Season 23 Day 1 strategy and plan at your discretion. This is not financial advice. I like saying that. You know what I mean? It's just, this is the best that we can come up with. The meta can shift. That's why we got to stay, subscribed and locked in every day as things change. We're going to make videos on it. And, yeah, as long as you're subbed up, you're probably not going to miss anything. Guys, I do have to say, if you are going to pick up instant training, I do appreciate it. If you use the code chicken in the shop, we're doing our giveaway. The day after the season opens, we're giving away $100 worth of free instant training for any of you guys that have been using the code chicken. So, just to let you guys know, don't miss out on that. We always run the giveaway. It's not something special, so just our way to get back to the people that choose to support us. So, day 1 path here, guys. Day 1 path. Now, all of this is also going to be posted in the Discord server. We've got a link with, it's got like a nice picture of the path that we have planned out. So, make sure to join up the Discord server if you haven't already. But, so, a couple things this season. It's a 3-week season. We have more keys. I said in the sneak peek we had more tokens. I just meant more keys. We have more keys than usual per chest. It's the same as Season 21. Being that's a shorter season, we're going to have more keys. So, if we look at things on a grand scale here, everyone should be able to get, that is playing consistently, everyone should be able to get to the end of the tech tree. Also, right off the bat, it's important to open that, it's important to open your first chest. This is something I asked on Opdestroy and Shish Kebabber's Q&A live stream yesterday, which they're always fun. Make sure you check them out. I basically threw it out to the guys. I was like, what do you think? Like, what's better? So here's the situation. A lot of us made it to Legendary this season. We're going to be on the cusp of, or, it works for if you're on the cusp of wood or iron as well. Is it better, since we start the season at 4 to 4 chests, is it better to just open that first chest right away and get those timers starting? Or to hold off for a little bit and see if you can get that next rank and then open them all at the same rank? And essentially what the consensus was that it's always better to open the chest early on, because then for the rest of the season, you're going to be in the right time slot of everyone else that opened their chest. So, you're going to be pushing at effective chest times. Your effective chest is going to make, your effective tech is going to be that much more effective, because that's when it's going to be properly timed with everyone else, basically, if they're getting into all the sites. But I felt like that was important, because a lot of us are going to be starting off the season on the right foot and in the same way. Now, for a season without a title, I'm very excited about this one. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, let's talk about the path here. That's why we're here. So, we have Flares and we have Warriors right out of the gate. Now, let's take a look at this here. So, we have Warriors. Basically, what I want to do is I want to go to Mines. I'm going to skip Troop Health at the beginning. Sniper Tower, Flamethrower, get to the 3rd engine, Mortars, and then Heavies. We want to get to Heavies as quickly as humanly possible. So we're going to skip everything that we can to get there, which isn't a lot of stuff. I mean, basically, we have to go Mines, Sniper, Flamethrower, 3 ER, Mortar, and then Heavies. So we should be able to do that with our opening chest, I'm hoping. And then what we're going to do is we're going to blast the Heavies full of our upgrade tokens. We're going to max out our Flamethrowers. We're going to max out our Mines for sure. That's going to be our primary defenses. I'm not going to worry about Sniper Towers for the time being. And then we're going to go back and get our Troop Health and beef up those Heavies. Now, the best defense that we're going to have early on against Heavy Rush is actually going to be Shock Mines. So, we have a multi-node over here. Since I'm not going to be upgrading Sniper Towers, I'm going to go with the Mortars. Mortars are going to, be a little bit better for Heavies. Sniper Towers don't really do anything. They help for like Bombardiers and things like that. And obviously, once you max them out, they're just like an extra building that takes up space. So you do want them eventually, but right off the start, I don't think they're as important as Shock Mines would be. That's for sure. So then it gets interesting. Then we got some options here. So this is where it's going to kind of depend on where we're at and what kind of defense layouts we're facing. So Brick is an option. Brick is absolutely an option early on. But we already know that Kavan is going to be the final hero. He's going to be the final meta. Bullet's a little bit too expensive. He's a little bit too out of the way. Maybe if we're doing Bullet and Heavy Chopper Rush, we can kind of see where that's going to go. But for right now, guys, Kavan is going to be very nice. to have. So I'm thinking that we're going to skip Brick for now to get Kavan and just work our way forwards. Because look at all the stuff that we get next. So say if we skip Brick, we can get boom cannons, we can get troop damage, we can get med kits, we can get building damage, we can get a shock blaster, and then this is the next point that we want to get to. 4 ERs and building health. And look at all the stuff that we picked up along the way. So, I mean, it's not like even if we're tech rushing a little bit here, it's not like we're missing out on a lot, because everything good is basically on this path. So that's what I really like about this season. Is that, you know, it's like every unlock is going to help you. Other than maybe the double mortars here. But, I mean, like, look at this. Like, going from 3 to 4 is just a beautiful, beautiful path. Like, we get heavies. We get the mortar, like I said, it's not huge. But then we get shock mines, boom cannons, shock bombs if we need them, troop damage, stat node, building damage, another stat node, medkits, meh. We don't have to get them. Actually, yeah, we do, sorry. But medkits are better than mechs, you know, or like, I don't know, so a troop that we wouldn't use, or like tanks or scorchers, you know. So that's good. Then we get our prototype. We get a shock blaster, which is, you know, level 1. It's not going to help out too much, but it's not bad. And then we can move up to 4 ER and building health, and that's really going to just compound everything that we've already unlocked. You know, given that we have 150% building health this season, only 50% troop damage, is going to be a defensive-oriented season. So all of this stuff, getting it early and getting it quick and having it maxed out is going to be great. It's going to be great because we don't have a lot of troops to use either, right? We only have the heavies. Especially if we're skipping Brick, we don't have a lot of firepower on our offense. So then we move forward, and here's basically where we want to go. Boom mines are going to be huge, especially if people are only using heavies. Boom mines are going to be awesome. Shock launchers are basically going to, you know, stop the heavies in their tracks, especially if they don't have Brick. And then we get the gunboat energy right next, which is great. We have medics over here, which is not so great. We have medics and then mechs. Going from 4 to 5 gets a little bit grindy. There's kind of some key vacuums in here, especially this big blue doofus right over here. They actually did. Now, you don't have to get this mech, but I think it makes more sense because the Cryoneers aren't going to help. The tanks certainly aren't going to help. This multi-node is kind of meh. We want to get Kavan, so I think it makes sense to go up this way. The multi-node here is a Doom Cannon, which is going to be nice if we want to stay and grab that. But I think we have to get medics, mechs, and we have to get Grenadiers. So that's 3 key vacuums, almost back-to-back. But you can see here, we also have Kavan, we have artillery that aren't too much out of the way. So I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, the Grenadiers suck, and we don't need them. So it's kind of annoying that they force us to unlock them. But, you know. Either way, at least here they give us a bit of an option. It's like, where do you want to waste your keys? Do you want to waste them on tanks or do you want to waste them on mechs? I believe the mechs are a little bit more expensive, but the tanks obviously come with the cryo. So anyways, then we can move on along forward. Now this is where it gets really hard to say what's best to get when. You know, rocket launchers could be a force with all the building health and the lack of troop damage. Stuff is going to be a lot. You know, troops are going to be taking longer to get through the base. They're going to be eating more splash damage, things like that. But also we have bombers over here. Typically bombers can outmaneuver rocket launchers. We could do like some heavy bomber stuff there. That's going to be nice. Then we got rocket choppers. Seekers. Now Seekers, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a very great season for Seekers. I think they'll have a window for sure. They'll have their chance to shine. The guys that are great with Seekers, they're always going to be great with Seekers. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the average dude that is just picking up Seekers in hopes of it helping him. For those guys, it's probably not going to be a Seeker season for you, which is okay. You know, I like using Seekers sometimes, but overall I find them kind of annoying. Right after this, we have heavy choppers. You know, Bullet is technically at, he's before 6 ER, but he's a lot of keys. So probably best off, you know, unlocking the engine and going forward instead and trying to get to heavy choppers. We got another building damage over here. And then this is where it gets kind of dicey and different up this way. You know, we got 3 sky shields this season, which is just nuts. You can see over here I got them on the space. But there it is. That's my plan for day 1. If you guys agree or disagree, or if you have any ideas or something that that you feel like I left out or that you want to explain more, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. Always appreciate your guys' thoughts and opinions. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like. Can I get this camera to focus? No? Okay, sometimes I do that, works. If you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one. Guys, chicken out. Back.